Hey, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
It's been great. So it's a long time no see. So, I mean, what are you doing now? You said you were working on something, so tell me about what you're working on.
I'm working on a ton of things, and this is like my daytime, nighttime life. So, the real reason that I wanted to reach out to you was because of your neurology. You always spoke like I always appreciated the wisdom of how you weave neurology truly into everything, because like it is,
Yeah, it
right?
is.
Like it's everything, right? It's
It is.
everything, everybody's reaction, it's everything. And
Hmm.
I always appreciated that. And I always just thought that was cool. I was just like, here's this guy in the business world talking about their brain. God bless his soul. And so I really always thought that about you, right?
Thank
So
you.
you're welcome. You're welcome. So, so 9 to 5, I'm an automation architect, right? In my life, I am the spouse of a combat veteran. You know, sir, everything is perspective.
Unfortunately, it is, but most people live by perception. There's a difference between perception and perspective. To your point, the perception drives the behavior. If I feel something, I'm going to live by that feeling. And that's the challenge. And it's their responsibility to go into it and look at it from a perspective. Meaning, if I have a challenge where I hate red and you're wearing a red top, most people like, oh, she's wearing red. I hate red, right? It's like, oh, but that's perception because all of a sudden I just made that a reality at this exact moment. I'm now living with the fact that I don't like your red shirt. Now, perspective is I might have had a situation where red affected me once, and I can see she's wearing red and it brought that to mind, but that was then, but this is now. So let me not be affected by it and bring that to this a moment at this time. That's perspective. Most of us don't live by that. Our culture doesn't live by it. That's why you see media, you know, always putting out emotional venom towards certain people because they know people will live by that perception.
Because you just always were able to weave in what was really almost like how I see technology as the matrix. You always just weaved it into what was happening.
So let me give you like a little, this is a visual. You see that?
Yeah,
That is thoughts in action right there. This
that's beautiful.
this right here is you and I meeting today. Like, oh, there's Julian. That's it. This is another thought. This is a thought saying, hey, I think I need to get some food after this. Or if you're reading a book or you're watching a movie, and what happens is this thought that you just saw right there, these thoughts are just synapses that are connecting to one another. And just like we have a freeway, and you see a lot of traffic on the freeway. Normally, what they do is they have construction on that freeway and they add an extra lane or two or a HOV lane because there's so much traffic on it. Well, every time you think a thought, it's going to enforce that neuron to get wider and stronger. So it just keeps enforcing the same thought. And so it becomes the habitual way that you see life and see things over and over again. The goal is to understand that you have the power to rewire or reroute those thoughts. And it takes work. It's not easy, but over time it gets easier because then that becomes a stronger lane, if you will. So the goal is to get people to understand how to think about what they're thinking and how to find the right modalities for them. There is no one way that's a broad brush for everybody, but finding what works for them.
Yeah, that's right, man. And I love that you showed me that. That's a super powerful visual.